Hello everyone and welcome back to Elverstone. So I have to admit that it's winter in Britain. For those who may be overseas and not in England, it is winter and it's the time of seasons and bugs to spend around school. So unfortunately, I was one of the few who had a bug that was going around my school, and I haven't been well enough to record, and I thought I'll spare the misery of having to hear my voice, which sounded really terrible for the past week and a half. But that being said, I am feeling a lot better and cheerful, as you can see, and we are actually building a new build. This build is actually inspired from the new DLC that's coming soon, The Sims 4 City Living. I am super excited for this DLC to come out. In fact, moving my mic. In fact, I have pre-ordered the game. Yes, I have pre-ordered the game, so please look out for future builds. And maybe, I know I said I was going to do any Let's Plays because I'm not brilliant at doing Let's Plays, but maybe some future Let's Plays with the City Living DLC, and I am honestly excited. I might just have to do a review on it, although I feel like it might be a bit cliche if I do a review. Anyway, back to the video. So today we are actually building Lilliput apartments, and it's actually a nice build, a nice simple, well, it was, I won't say simple to build with at the beginning, but complex build. And it's actually mini apartments that Sims can use and have with other roommates, although I'm not too sure on how apartment living is actually going to work out in city living. I don't know if we'd actually be able to build apartments where various Sims can live in. But that being said, we're just going to have to wait out until the DLC comes out, and I do hope actually that Sims will be able to share or rent out various houses. And if not, we may just have to convert this build into a mansion or something else, etc. And this building is one I really liked, as when I was recording at the time, I spent a good, I'll say, half an hour browsing through Google, just trying to find some nice apartment designs, for the build. As you know, I do love finding floor plans and then using them to build houses, because that's what I do, unfortunately, unless if I feel creative enough to actually use my own mind to build houses, which I do most of the time. So don't feel like I'm just getting floor plans from online throughout all my builds, because I don't. And with this build, it was a bit complex, as I said previously, and I do love the way it actually turned out at the end. As you can see, the apartment consists of a living room, a kitchen, 2 bedrooms and a bathroom. So it's quite small in design. Usually if I was building it as just one sole apartment or housing, it would probably be like for a small starting base or a small family, or just a one sim build, etc. And on the completion, it's really nice and beautiful. It's nice and big as well, and I actually find it difficult to build this build because a lot of the apartments, they actually change in rotation in the way they're built. As you can see, I started off building the left side, then the right side, and then afterwards we have to do the right side connected to the right side. So it does get a bit confusing, but do not worry, I'm not going to go through all of it with you because that might just bore you. And I actually do a lot of skip takes throughout this quick speed build because it just takes forever to do. And that being said, throughout the video we're just going to be building the outside and the inside floor plan of the apartment. So we're not doing any decorations, just slowly building the design of the apartments. And as you can see, we're actually building the 3rd apartment, but what I actually wanted to try and do is to build 2 apartments as I go, so that way then they have symmetries, and that way it's a lot easier and faster to build that way. Hence why building actually took, I do believe, only 58 minutes, if I'm correct. I'm not too sure, but I think around 58 minutes, although I did take a few breaks in and out. And as you can see, we're actually just jumping along, building the various apartments, the third apartment in this case. And I found that I was getting confused with the grid lines because I had to count up the boxes individually just to make sure everything was in proportion to the original apartment, and I just got confused, honestly. And on top of that, I was using the floor plan I found online, which would be in the link down below, and it was just confusing the living hell out of me, I must admit. But that being said, we will skip some parts as I have not fully recovered yet. So throughout this video, I'm actually going to keep quiet for once and just allow you to listen to some nice music and enjoy the build. And that being said, if you have any future designs or any ideas that you'd like me to do in the future, just leave in the comment box and I will hopefully get around to them. And that being said, I actually want to apologize for the disproportion of the recording video, as I was playing around with my settings in The Sims 4 and somehow ended up messing up the display screen. So I do apologize that you can't see the full screen display from the game, and it's all been fixed now, so you won't have to worry about it in future episodes. Anyway, that being said, everybody, please enjoy this episode and leave your comments and let me know what you think.